Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another model shop. I'm about a day late, and I just realized some of the faces are crooked. It's annoying. But, I guess I'm just gonna start. Little to no introduction. Bear. Bear's been what I'd say is an ongoing model of mine, if that makes sense. I've had lots of versions of him over the years. I technically already had a bear model that I was pretty okay with, but at the same time I wasn't okay with it, because it was shorter by a lot, and, I don't know, I just didn't think it looked good. So, I extended it, and I'm pretty happy with the result. The face is a TWR bulgy face, heavily modified. I think it turned out decent. Might want to replace it with something else, I don't know. And, this is, I think, the first OC. Let me kind of get it there. Only it's kind of more the center of attention. The first OC that's been on the channel, and technically the channel OC. This is Scott, the Austerity 280. He was made from a TWR Henry and Duke tender. I extended the front so he could have his consolidation wheel arrangement. The face is a 2003 Rheneas face, aka just a Sir Handle face, with an eye patch, because recently I've updated the faces, but I have custom, okay, well, I guess he's modified after, that, yeah, I have a face sheet reference for Scott I might put up on screen just for, I guess, reference, that I used to model this. He does have an eye patch, and I do like it, though I do keep thinking of, like, every E2OC ever for some reason, but, that's besides the point. Scott is based off of a real engine, WD-280, Austerity, 90733. I do plan to write stories about Scott and how he could work into Thomas and Friends. So far, all I've come up with is I want him to represent preservation. But yeah, that's Scott. I'm gonna make a model of him in BR Black and prior to eyeball injury. Here is Spencer. Now, Spencer, Wilbert, and Scruff technically should have been in last week's video, but I forgot to put them in there. So, they're here now. Spencer was made from a TWR Spencer. Take this off just for reference. I sanded down the front of it just so it can be more of an accurate. So, my only grief with the model is that the smoke box is a little bit thick compared to actual A4s, but I don't care too much. He's given the accurate, his wheels need repainted, do you see that? Jesus. But he's given the accurate wheel configuration. The Spencer is a normal, the face is a normal 2003 TWR Spencer face, but I'd like to change it. His cab, there's another thing. His cab was extended just so the back bogey didn't look horrible, and it's acting horrible because it doesn't want to exist. I'm just having so much trouble with the bogeys today. Scott's bogey pops off, and now Spencer's bogey just doesn't want to work. Here's Wilbert. Maybe the simplest one here, maybe besides Scruff. Wilbert was just a TWR Wilbert, and he has a TWR Wilbert. The knob here is plastic, so I just removed it and replaced it with a funnel. I used an Ertl model for reference, which probably isn't the best thing to use because it doesn't look good. Yep, that's Wilbert. And here is Scruff, the scruncher. Him. Entity. I would like to write Scruff into my AU. I don't know if I'm gonna be on the bandwagon of Scruff in my AU for long. But, he's just a repainted Scruff and a livery. Not much about him. I mean, simple, probably good for background. Hi, Deaky. You love coming into these videos, huh? Okay. We'll start with this. Okay. Bruno. Great car from All Engines Go. Alright. I don't like All Engines Go, but if I have to give it some praise, I like what Bruno is. He's a friend to Diesel that isn't just evil. I think that rhymed, actually. No, it didn't. Well, it is like, he's someone Diesel can talk to, and someone he can just have time to be with that isn't a Diesel that wants to kill everyone, or a steam engine that's hating on him twice the time. You could argue, Sonny, no spoilers, Sonny was like that, but, I mean, yeah, I guess he was. A little bit, somewhat. But then, like, Sonny saw that Diesel, he heard of Diesel's past, and he's like, I won't be this man's friend. But then they made up after Diesel almost fell in a hole. But, I decided to recommend my AU because Long Brake Van, who doesn't want that? I don't have an actual face for him, so right now, his face is a paper. I don't know if you can see that. It's not. He is going to be swapped as soon as I can get a face that fits. Another OC, if you could call it that technically. This is the van from Haunted Henry that goes, oh look, Henry's spooked. That van. The reason I say it's a OC of mine is because I've given it a name. I like giving trucks names, and this one has been my favorite recently. His name is a Stinky Bartholomew. Cause why not? You know, Bartholomew is a weird name, and it's weirder for him to be stinky. So Stinky Bartholomew it is. I don't honestly have a reason for this. He just is. My dogs are yeah, my dogs are barking in the background. Yeah, it was a repainted Annie, and then the face is also paper. But that's because, to my knowledge, the only merchandise that has this face is Capsule Play Rail, and that's like gonna be like up to here. So I made one, which doesn't look too bad. It looks silly. But yeah, that's Stinky Bartholomew. Man, okay, it's fine. You know, it's just dogs. You know, nothing bad. I don't even do this with, like, I didn't do it with Bear. Like, I went all out on this model. I made sure his name on the bottom was Stinky Bartholomew. Alright, and if you remember mentioning Sonny earlier, here's Sonny. Sonny, maybe besides Rebecca, is like the only Blubba character I enjoyed. I only enjoyed Rebecca for the matter because I just feel like she could work. But Sonny is the only character that I feel like they didn't screw up. Maybe because he appeared like the very end of the show. Like, I think maybe besides Kenji and Cleo, has to be one of the few characters that was last character that was introduced into the actual show. But I like him. He's untrusted. He was a criminal engine, and I think that's somewhat of a cool premise, you know? Also, his basis is fire. I just realized in the background, this has been tipped over. You didn't see it, but it's there now. As I was saying, Sonny's basis, fire. Honestly, that tank engine, the weld tank looks so cool. So I was like, I want to make a Sonny model, and I made a Sonny model. His livery isn't too different. I might want to change it in the future. I definitely need to repaint his wheels. Pretty happy with this. Beloved. Might do a few stories with him. Alright, technically, third or second OC here. Whatever you want to live by. Let me just... Is this better as a camera angle? Hold on, let me... This feels better. Alright. But here's Dallas, the Caledonian 191 class. Caledonian locomotives are really cool. I don't know what to say. I wanted to make an OC of one. He's fairly new, honestly. I think I made him 2-ish weeks ago. Not the model. The model I made this week. But as an OC in general, I make edits of all my OCs. I can probably post some on screen as I'm talking. And this magnet is loose. But, it is, man, fixed. He was made from, you guessed it, another Henry. He was, right? No. Oh, wait, right. It was a Gordon. The only reason I thought it was a Henry is because it was previously my old Flying Scotsman model that I never completed because it was stinky. I don't know. It's pretty cool. The Caledonia livery is blue with double lining, which is black. But I didn't want to risk of having to repaint this, so I just kind of... Sorry about that. I had to go away for a second. Flying Scotsman, the 191 class is a 460, which is mercy on my life because modeling 460s is so much easier than making Pacifics or Consolidations. But it's a shame because I've had to make like 3 consolidation classes this week. One is almost done. He'll be in the next workshop. The face is a Duncan face. I sanded the nose down so it isn't ugly. Teehee. Alright, that's Dallas. And here's Dennis. Dennis and his... two faces. The only reason Dennis is here is because I made a sleeping face for him. I might repaint him into BR Black, I'm not sure. I kind of like how he looks in gray, if I'm being honest, but he has 2 faces now, sleeping and awake. That's Dennis, and then the last model here, oh my lord. Wow. He just exploded, and now my dogs are exploding in the background. It was Hank. The magnet is holding it. So here's Hank. Just made from a Hank. I raised the writing board, extended the I'm in shock of how this exploded like that. Hank combusted. I was gonna make a last chance to look at me, Hector meme, but Hank isn't featured in that. Yeah. It's somewhat simple, I guess. I just raised the running board, cut down the smoke box, extend the running board so the consolidation class can live. But honestly, this just happened. Like, I was aware of this part because I didn't actually put a disc for this to stay in, so this I was aware of. But this kind of going on with this, that it exploded, and that's mind-boggling. I'm just gonna swap lines. So now I'm gonna get a cool overview shot of everything for this finale. Thanks for watching. Stay off track. And there will be more models next time, because I have a million on my work desk, and it depends how fast I can work on them. I'll give you a hint. One of them is Scott in his British rail days. I don't know why I said whale. He is not a whale.